Hey guys, coming at you with another mystery box unboxing. And I hadn't done this for a few days, so I figured I would go ahead and do another one. And as you can see, I've got my Deadpool shirt on right now. I'm rocking Deadpool tonight. One of my favorite anti-hero characters. Hope you like him too. If you don't like Deadpool, you do like Deadpool, let me know in the comments below. Or who is your favorite DC or Marvel superhero? So I'm going to go ahead and just grab one of these out of the box here. One on the top, and we'll see what we got tonight. Let me get here. This is another one of the Joy-Free brand hand spinners. The Joy is free, always be here. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but hey, joy is joy, okay? And this one looks like a copper plated spinner, or maybe solid copper, I can't tell. It is fairly heavy. Get the little box lid out of the way. And we'll pull this one out. And let's do a quick test spin on it. Kind of hit the clamp on my camera with the edge of the spinner. But it is a fairly loud spinner. I don't know if you can hear that very well, but it's about a foot from my face and I can hear it pretty well. Vertically, it's even louder. You can hear the bearings kind of dragging in there a bit, I guess, but they're making some kind of noise. But it does have a beautiful strobe effect, and you can tell it is spinning for a long time. I'll do a spin test in a minute. As soon as I get through looking at the colors, it almost looks like it has LEDs in it, or neon lights, but that's just the light reflecting off of the crystals that are embedded into the surface. According to the manufacturer, who contacted me a couple of days ago and sent me more information about these are actual crystals that are embedded into the surface, and the body is brass, but it has a copper coating on it for looks, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's my favorite position right there. Yeah, get that purple and blue going. Yeah, so let me pull the caps off of it right quick, and I'll show you what kind of bearings are in it, because I don't know what kind of bearings are in it right now. Oh, looks like they're black silicone bearings. And yeah, they do have a bearing race in there, and trying to focus up that close is really sucking big time. Oh, gotta get the camera to stop bouncing. There we go. Kind of hard to see the black bearings in the light. Getting a good light source in there is kind of tough. Let me flip it over, show you the back of the bearings. So it does have a bearing race in there. I recently learned that this plastic insert is called a race, which I think it is. I could be wrong. If I am wrong about that terminology, please let me know. I think I got that term off of a bearing website the other day when I was trying to research the difference in ABEC ratings and to find out if ceramic bearings have ABEC ratings or not. And I found out that steel bearings do have ABEC ratings 1 to 9, and I've heard about the unicorn of bearings called the ABEC 11, and apparently not everyone manufactures the ABEC 11s. It is a special order bearing, and really couldn't find much information about it, except it's one of the most precisely engineered bearings you can get. And most spinners I have seen will do very well with just a ABEC 7, 8, or, well, I haven't seen a 9, but 7 and 8 are the ones I've commonly seen. I would like to say I've seen 9, but I have not. And I was not able to learn if ceramics come in ABEC ratings. But they're obviously faster and slicker than stainless steel, so they may not even have a rating system for the ceramics yet, for hybrid ceramics or the full ceramics. But the one unusual thing I did learn was that the company that I was reading on, the company website I was reading on, they actually said that the speed rating for a hybrid ceramic was actually faster than a full ceramic. It was like 450,000 RPMs it was rated for. Or it might have been 45,000 RPMs, but I'm leaning towards 450,000. My memory is not perfect, but anyway, that's way faster than this thing's ever going to spin. I mean, the fastest I've seen anybody spin one up to is you know, 100,000 RPMs. That's a famous video on YouTube right now. So, well within the tolerance limits of the spinner bearings. So let me get this thing out of the way, and I will weigh it up right quick. Give you a weight. It is fairly heavy, so you're going to have a chunk of metal in your pocket. You're going to feel this thing. Like I don't wear jeans. I wear Docker style pants or cargo style pants, and when I have a heavy spinner like this in my pocket and I'm walking fast, this thing bangs around, hits my keys, hits my change, hits me in the leg. It's not painful, but you do notice that it is banging around in there. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little bit and get this on camera as best I can. Well, it would help if I actually didn't have it laying on there. Let me start from scratch. Get it zeroed out. Let's see how much this monster weighs. 3.75 ounces. So yeah, that is one of the heaviest spinners I've run across. Probably number 2 or number 3. Don't know off the top of my head what I've weighed, but I know that there's some heavy ones out there. And let's see what this like on a silver platter. And you can see my camera reflecting off of the silver. So I can get it over here. Let's see what kind of strobe effects I can get going with it. I've now got 5 lights around me to be able to light up this green screen behind me. I'm trying to experiment with the green screen to see if I can do anything creative with it. So the trick to green screens is, from what I've seen, is you have to have equal lighting on both sides to keep the green consistent, the green color consistent. And that's weird, because it's slowing down, it's making this weird noise. So maybe the bearing needs a little bit of oil. But anyway, as I was saying, the green screen behind me, it has to be consistently lit up so that the color is the same all the way across, because when you go to remove the green background, if there's any darker or lighter spots, those spots will stay in the frame or in the picture. So it's critical to get even lighting across the entire green screen. And as you can tell, like behind me here, that's not even lighting. So I am experimenting like crazy, trying to get the camera in the right position, get the lights angled and positioned. Eventually, when I get it right, I do plan on showing you guys my setup here. I have rearranged my whole kitchen trying to get this all right. I got extension cords running all over the place. Yeah, it's a madhouse right now. It looks really bad. It's really worse than it was before. So let me get my timer in there. That's another problem I had with this timer, is all the lights there's a lot of reflections off the screen, so when I do this, it interferes with the ability to see the timer. So I'm gonna try it like that. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Not perfect like I'd like it to be, but at this time I just want to get the video made. I've been fighting this thing for several hours. So let me spin it up and I will do a little time test right there. And this is going to be a little bit loud because it is on this hard surface, so it's going to reflect a lot of the sound. So the spinner is going to be louder than normal. So here we go. And as you can tell, it is very, very loud. But it does have a nice strobe effect going to it. Seems like it's slowing down pretty quick. I may reach over here and get try out this blue juice. For you and your friends, blue juice. Here's reels. I haven't used it very often. I've only experimented with 1 or 2 spinners. I prefer my spinners to be oil free, because that means I don't have to worry about maintaining them. But this one is slowing down so fast that I'm going to actually try a drop or 2 of blue juice to see if it makes a difference in the time. Because I was really expecting this one to spin for, you know, upwards of 2 minutes for being as heavy as it is and having the ceramic bearings in it. So it's kind of surprising it's slowing down so fast. Or maybe it has too much oil in it. That could be the other problem. Ceramic from my experience, do tend to spin better with no oil at all. And it also could be that it hasn't broken in properly, or hadn't had time to break in, because it is a hybrid ceramic. That means the outer housing is made out of steel, and the bearings themselves are going to be made out of ceramic. That's the hybrid ceramic hybrid. And the thing is, the ceramic bearings have to wear a groove into the steel housing. So it will actually get better the more you spin it to a certain point, and eventually it's going to polish the inside of that steel housing. So I let that timer run a little bit too long, but obviously this is not a long spinning spinner. Seems like it spins better when I'm holding it than on the table. It may actually spin better vertically than horizontally. But anyway, I'm going to reset this thing, and I want to try adding a drop or two of the valve oil to it, blue juice, and see if that makes a difference. Kind of bummed that I forgot to press the stop button, but honestly, anything below 2 minutes on a metal spinner, that's not even noteworthy, really. I mean, I'm seeing claims like the last tapioca spinner. The manufacturer claimed 8 minutes, up to 8 minutes of spin time, and I got almost a little over 4 minutes right out of the box. So 2 minute spin time is a pretty poor showing. Oops. Let me see if I can get a drop in there. And when I say a drop, I do mean one drop. Now, I've already, I mistakenly put one drop in there already off camera, so 2 drops on this one. 2 drops should not hurt it or make it worse. It should improve it or keep it the same. I've experimented a little bit with up, 3 and 4 drops, and the more oil you add, the worse it gets. So you have to be real careful about the amount you're using, and it's going to vary depending on your spinner, how big the bearings are. So let me get this in there and spread the blue juice around in there a little bit. This thing does not wobble, but it does have a strong gyroscopic effect, so when you try to turn it fast, it does not want to turn. Your hand just, you feel a drag on your hand. But I shake mine back and forth like that to try to evenly distribute the oil over the bearings. And let's try it again. Get that back in camera, and here we go. Let's see if this makes a difference. I'm gonna see if I can still hear that weird kind of grinding noise, and I got a mosquito coming after me for some reason. I really don't think it's making a difference. I actually think I made it worse by adding blue juice to it. Anyway, yeah, it's slowing down so fast. I'm not even gonna time it. It's not even gonna last a minute. So let me pause the video, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to go over the sink and wash this out with some warm soapy water, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I actually was only gone for maybe a minute or two to wash this off. My favorite method for cleaning the bearings out is simply to put a small drop, I mean, just like you saw the blue juice going in there, one little tiny drop of soap in there, maybe 2 at the most, and just soapy water, warm water in the bearings. Wash it out, get it wet a little bit, spin it like this a few times. You're going to have a lot of flying soapy water in it, so I keep my hand down in the sink, and I make sure it's pointed away from me so that the rooster tail does not go in my face, which has happened a couple times. But basically that was it. Spin it for maybe 30-40 seconds like that till I felt like it was thoroughly doused in suds, and then I washed it out with warm water. A lot of people say use acetone or use fingernail polish remover or lighter fluid, whatever. It all works. I've tried acetone, I've tried paint thinner, I've tried a couple of different things. Basically, I've even tried vinegar, and they all smell. You sometimes have to wear gloves to keep your hands from being contaminated. It's a fire hazard, so I just stick with the soapy water. It works fine for me for my purposes, and yeah, it's just simple and easy. Walk over the sink, hose it down, go back to spinning. So whatever works for you is the best thing to use. get my timer reset here, and let's see what happens. I did thoroughly spin this thing, and I wiped it off with a microfiber towel to get as much water off of the exposed steel of the bearing as I could, so it does not rust. So if it's completely dried off in a few minutes, it's not going to rust. But if you did like I did and accidentally leave a wet side touching the counter for a few hours, you come back and you find a rusty ring on the counter, a rust mark on the counter and on the housing. But the bearings themselves were not damaged. So let's try this again. Now I don't know exactly if I spun it exactly the same strength as the first couple times, but it felt like I did. I'm getting in the habit of spinning things pretty close to the same amount of force each time, and kind of got to give this thing a little bit of a handicap because it has been spun now for a few times, so it has begun to wear itself into the housing, or polish the inside of the housing. But yeah, it's not doing too good. We might cross the 1 minute mark on this one. I'm not sure if it was me. Maybe I didn't wash it out good enough. Maybe it does require oil. Maybe the thing is just too heavy. Maybe it's unbalanced. It doesn't feel like it's unbalanced. I mean, I don't feel. It's pretty steady, pretty evenly weighted. So I guess this is going to be one of those spinners that really is just a bling spinner. If you want something that really, really lights up like fireworks, and you want to show off to your friends, or the ladies might love something like this, especially the gold one with all the different colors and highlights. It seems like washing it off really helped the scrub effect on it too. So yeah, that's about it for now. Just wanted to do a little mystery box unboxing for you tonight, and I'll talk to you later.